Long overdue video today. Menifee, California, pros and cons. What I love and what I don't love. I'll give you the scoop. Hi, I'm Jessica Genung with the Genung team at Active Realty. I am married to Chris, also a realtor, and we have two boys, ages 5 and 7, and we have a border terrier named Zoe. Menifee is growing like crazy. I'll show you here on the map where it is located. It is in Southern California, just north of cities Murrieta and Temecula wine country. We are going to switch back and forth between pros and cons, starting with the first pro, depending on how you look at it, which is that Menifee is growing very fast. It's only been incorporated for about 13 years, and it has already surpassed a population of 105,000, and it is now the third fastest growing city in all of California, according to the US Census figures. Let me know in the comments below if you think that's a good or a bad thing. The first major pro is going to be affordability. The median sales price for a single family home in Menifee is currently $565,000 as of the making of this video, October 2020. Compare that to $647,000 in Murrieta and $745,000 in Temecula. The median sales price in Menifee is $82,000 less than Murrieta and $180,000 less in Temecula. The spread between these three cities has been very interesting to observe over the past several years. Keep in mind, with any of these cities, if you are purchasing new or newer construction, you will have some additional property taxes called special assessments or mello-roos. To learn more about this additional tax, make sure that you check out my two-part property tax series of videos. I'm going to put a link down below in the description as well. Let's move on to a con. Because Menifee has grown so fast, there is an increasing amount of traffic, which is the case for a lot of cities in California, as I'm sure you already know or may have heard. It's nothing like LA or San Diego traffic, but there is one area where traffic really bunches up in Menifee, and that is around Newport Road and the 215 freeway. Planners have been working on alleviating this traffic with several freeway projects. A few years ago, the Newport Road exit was overhauled and many more lanes were added, as well as the Cloverleaf style exits. And the next exit to the south, which is Scott Road, was also greatly improved to help alleviate Newport Road. As of now, that exit is never very busy, although they are planning for more growth on Scott Road with several new construction projects currently selling. There is also the brand new Liberty High School located down Scott Road that is now open. I have also heard the city may be adding another exit just south of Newport and north of Scott Road near a side road called Garbani. This should help alleviate the Newport traffic quite a bit as well. This brings me to my next pro, which is new schools. Because Menifee has been growing so rapidly, they have been building some new schools, including the new Liberty High School I just mentioned, which was very highly anticipated. They are focusing on a technology-rich educational environment. Liberty High School has 4 pathways where students can learn and apply knowledge to a specific career. These are School of Business and Entrepreneurship, School of Public Service and Leadership, School of Health Sciences and Medical Technology, School of Engineering, Innovation, and Design. If you ask me, it looks like a community college. It is right next to the new construction development going on right now by Richmond American. It's called Breverde, which has some really beautiful homes in Menifee. Switching over to another con, it gets a little bit hotter in Menifee than it does in Murrieta and Temecula overall. My husband Chris's favorite hobby these days is to be a weatherman and do research on the weather patterns. He is very sensitive to heat and has found in his research that it's a few degrees hotter in the summer in Menifee than it is in Temecula and Murrieta. This is also apparent in the landscaping. Menifee has a little bit more of a desert look to it in the natural areas. Most of the neighborhood areas in Menifee are very nicely landscaped, of course, but the surrounding hills do look pretty bare and brown, especially in the summer. As you get further south into Murrieta, it gets a little bit more green with more trees and greenery, and it gets even more green as you get further south into Temecula, and then it gets even more green as you move even further south into Fallbrook, which is the first town that begins San Diego County, and you do get the coastal breezes there. So Fallbrook is about 10 degrees cooler than Temecula on a summer day. Let's talk about one of the big pros of Menifee, in my opinion, which is the amount of new construction. There's basically no new construction happening right now in Murrieta, just a few townhomes, and it is very limited in Temecula currently. There is also a pricing premium in those limited communities. So oftentimes my clients, they start out looking, they want Murrieta or they want Temecula because of the high-ranking school districts, or they're commuting to San Diego, so they want to be a little bit further south. But for the same price as a home in, say, Murrieta, it's going to be a fixer, whereas you can go to Menifee for that same price and you can get a brand new construction home. So I've had a lot of clients make that journey where they start out looking further south and then they end up looking at new construction in Menifee. So I'm going to give a few pro-con honorable mentions here because these could kind of go either way, and that has to do with the growth of Menifee and the commercial development. They're getting a lot of great shopping and new grocery stores out in Menifee. Like they have a new Barron's, which is a great grocery store around here. They just got a new Sprouts. They were building this new Kerkorian movie theater that they halted the construction during COVID. Would love to know an update on that project if anybody knows if it's going to be moving forward or not, because everybody in the area was very excited about that. But there is just a ton of commercial development. So pro or con, depending on how you look at it. Another definite pro, in my opinion, is just south of Menifee, off of Scott Road though. So, you know, Scott Road is, a portion of it is Menifee, but just south of that, you have what I call what they've been calling lately, has been developing this Murrieta medical corridor. So you have the Loma Linda Hospital, which is actually my preferred hospital of basically, let's see, how many do we have? We basically have 5 hospitals in our immediate area, and that is my preferred hospital. And also under construction, they are expanding the Kaiser Permanente right off of Scott Road. Very easy access for those living in Menifee. So what are your thoughts on Menifee? Do you live there? Have you been there? Is it interesting to you? Let me know down below in the comments. Hope this was helpful. Bye.